Voila. St. Patrick's Day, green glitter beer.
What's up, YouTube? I'm the Brew Captain, and St. Patrick's Day is one of my favorite holidays. It's full of happiness and togetherness, bringing cultures from all around the world together for one purpose: to have fun and enjoy life. It's full of Irish culture, heritage, and history, and not only that, it's a great time to have a drink. Some of the history and culture that you may be familiar with goes to rain with rainbows and pots of gold and leprechauns protecting the... Thought I heard something. But the story is, after a spring rain, a rainbow will lead you to the pot of gold. But there's gonna be a leprechaun protecting that pot of gold. If you find it, it's yours. I swear I keep hearing something behind me. So I want to share with you some of the ways that I can make green beer that you can make just as easily in your own home, whether it be for a couple of friends or maybe a big party. So join me, the Brew Captain, back at the captain's quarters. We're gonna get this started.
It's green beer. Happy St. Patrick's Day, YouTube. I'm the Brew Captain. I do challenges, how-tos, and reviews. And today, I'm gonna show you how to make green beer. Welcome back, Brew Crew. As always, first things first, we need a beer. So when you're making green beer, you always want to start out with either a yellow or a clear beer. I've chosen my go-to, the Yuengling Light. Now to open this one, I want to make sure I don't have a whole lot of carbonation. So I'm gonna use the draft top. Link is gonna be down in the description below where you can get one of these cool guys. Draft top's pretty easy. You just toss it on the top of the can, twist it a couple times, and our lid falls off inside. Now, you're gonna wanna get yourself some food coloring. I'd highly recommend against the gel, you wanna get the liquid kind. It's about $2 or $3 at Walmart, and it's gonna last you for, I don't know, 5 or 10 years. When you get these, it's gonna come out in 4 different colors. We want green. So before we get to the glitter beer, I'm gonna show you how to do it without the glitter. There's 2 different ways. The first way is go ahead and pour your beer in. Like so. And drop a couple of drops inside. The more drops, the darker the beer. Give it a nice stir. And we have green beer. Now this is not the most efficient method. I mean, you can do it and you can keep stirring every single one that you do. I wouldn't recommend this if you're gonna be doing it in any kind of large quantity, just because there's a better way. So for our second type, get an empty glass, get your food coloring, grab your trusty draft top, and if you're not familiar with what the draft top is, it's gonna take off the entire top of the beer. It's got these little cutters inside. You just pop the top, open up the draft top, set it on, squeeze, and twist. The lid comes down. You can scoop it out if you want. I'm gonna go ahead and leave mine in there. It allows the beer to breathe. You can get the full aromas of whatever beer you're drinking. And they have a ton of other stuff. So get one yourself, link in the description below. But back to our beer. When you're using larger quantities, go ahead and prep the glasses. You only need 2 to 3 drops and just drop them in. 1, 2. Like so. Take your beer and pour her in. This way, you're gonna get that green foam along with the green beer. Go ahead and finish that off. Two similar ways to get you a green beer. But now, if you really want to impress your friends, you got to find the gold. And to do that, we got to go to the kitchen. So we're here at the kitchen, and here's the things that we need. Food coloring, unflavored gelatin. I guess you could get lime or something if you really wanted to flavor your beer, but your beer already has flavor, so I'd stick with the unflavored. This is the Walmart brand. It's like $1. You open it up, and it's got these little packets inside. A bowl, a brush, a fork, or other some kind of whisking device, like a whisk, and some plastic wrap. Sorry, plastic wrap. Take your bowl, you want to put somewhere around 2-3 ounces, something like that, right inside the bowl. That looks good. Drop a couple drops of your food coloring in. I'm gonna say 3. We'll go with 4. Open up one of these little packets here. And as you sprinkle it in, stir. So you're gonna mix this real good. Until you get this kind of coagulation. And then throw it in the microwave for 15 seconds. So this is gonna give you an edible glitter that you can use for your beer, any kind of other events, kind of give it a little bit of flair when you're having a party. Too long. When it comes out, you're gonna have all these little bubbles on top. You can scoop those things off, or not, I didn't. So grab your plastic wrap. Get some kind of hard, non-porous surface. I'm gonna use this pan. If you have one of those plastic cutting boards, that works really well. But take your plastic wrap and spread it across. Good enough. Try and get it as smooth as possible and pour out your gelatin. Take your brush, spread it thin across your surface. Try and get the whole thing covered. You want it to be as thin as possible and as evenly distributed as you possibly can. If you have a few gaps, that's okay. Now the secret ingredient is gold cupcake spray. Spray it on, baby. And let it sit until, well, it's hard. So your finished product could, depending on what the humidity is, depending on the temperature in your house, can take anywhere from 4 hours to 2 or 3 days. But you're gonna take that and you're gonna cut all of the hardened pieces into little strips just like this. Get yourself a food processor. I've noticed an actual coffee grinder is gonna work best. Man, toss these guys inside. I'm gonna shove them down in there. And blast it. Now, I have an automatic. I just let it roll. And we have
edible glitter.
So we've made our glitter. We got our empty cup, a fresh beer, and our food coloring. This next part's pretty important. Go ahead and get your beer ready. Food coloring first. Then add your glitter. This is quite a bit. I could probably use this for 2 or 3, so let's use it all. Then pour in the beer. Give it a good stir. Now with the stir, you're gonna have to dissolve that glitter that's inside to really give the beer or whatever drink you're using this with that glittery appeal. Voila. St. Patrick's Day, grain glitter beer. And it tastes like beer. For more how-tos, challenges, and reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what you'd like to see next time. As always, it's the Brew Captain signing off. Stay savvy, brew crew.